Well, it was something that homeowners did not expect, and they woke up to massive flooding. You see where it's at here. When we arrived, they were struggling to get the horses in. This is knee-deep flooding. You see people coming through the water right now. They're working now, trying to get the horses put up, trying to get the stable gear up in the paddock. And it goes down for about 4 to 5 houses all the way down to the canal. Were you able to get your horses put up?
The water is flowing from the street, from the canal, through the barn. The barn is about up to here. I've lost my hay, I've lost my feed, I've lost my grain. I've got 15 chickens. I've got to relocate somewhere. The water is running down. It's running back into my arena. I have no place to put my horses now. They're up to their hocks in water. Now the water is moving so much, it's moving to the back of my property where my arena is for my horses. So my horses are back there, but now that is underwater, so I have no place for my horses. And in an earlier talk with you, there is a gentleman, Guy Adams, that is coming to get a couple of my horses to take to his place. But I am underwater. The fire department can't put their pumps here to help. I've got 2 little sub pumps working. I'm devastated. It's like a river flowing through my house. It's going through my store buildings. I can't get my horse trailer out. It's right to the edge of my house. Right at this moment, it could be at my house.
So if people have sump pumps, because still use them this morning, tell them where you're located at, Carolyn.
I'm at 3512 North Locan in Fresno, between Shields and Ashland, and sub pumps would be great. I understand that they've got the pumps going now on the canal.
Yes, they do.
So that will relieve it, but if your cameras look at my property, you would almost need a boat to get.
That's up to your knees, isn't it?
It's up to here.
So past your knees?
It's past my knees. It's about 3 inches above my knees, yes. So my feet are cold, I'm wet, I feel paralyzed. I don't even know where to start, what to do.
An area in Clovis already plagued by a major construction project is now flooded.
Jimmy De La Vega is live on Locan Avenue just south of Ashland to show us how the recent storms are now causing big problems in this neighborhood. Jim.
Well, we have a lot of stuff going on right now, but first of all, Guy Adams, Heart of the Horse Therapy Ranch. Guy, you're literally answering prayers this morning. Tell everybody what you're about to do.
Well, we're going to pick up their horses and I think a couple little donkeys. It's just, Mother Nature is nothing to mess with. We went through this last year, so I feel for them, and we're here to help.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. We're going to let you get to that.
Thank you.
I also want to see if I can talk to some of these guys who are volunteering. You guys are volunteering. You brought out pumps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they came out here bringing pumps to the area. We were calling for pumps. Here goes Guy right now. He's heading into the area to see if he can rescue the horses. Huh? Oh, okay. So you mind if I jump in with you? I'm gonna hop in with Guy. We're gonna go in and see what we can find out about what it looks like more inside and get some detailed information here about what's going on.
Those are all junk paperwork. So.
Yeah, we're all worried about that. So we're in the truck now. Now we're gonna go inside and we're gonna take a look at what the situation is. Guy, you said you have been through something like this. You have an idea of what they're going through.
Oh yeah, no, last year we had horses in 5 foot of water. We had 18 horses in the barn. It's very expensive. You figure it's $5 to $15 a night for horses to be in a barn because of the bedding. But yeah, no, these horses don't need to be standing in this water. That's the most important thing, to get them out so they don't end up with hoof rot.
Yeah, and all the other conditions, and I know the owners are devastated. I know Carolyn has been working all night long emotionally, she is just completely wrung out because she's worried about her horses, she's worried about her property, but she's focused on her animals right now. That's the first priority before she can even begin to look at dealing with the other destruction going on here.
Yeah, no, I know. It's
And so we're seeing right now they're directing us into where we need to be so they can rescue the horses here, and we're going to find out
move that ball and I'll just flip around right
what
here.
is going on.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. No.
So here they're figuring out where they can pull this big truck with the trailer and rescue the horses, literally an answer to prayers. And I'm going to jump out. Guy, how do you open your door?
You just pull that handle right there. Nope, the other, right behind.
Oh, there it is. There we go. So you can see how much help I am to him. So here's what's going on now. We've got the truck in here. We're going to try to rescue the horses. You can see the horses standing in the paddocks are in the arena ring right now. And that white horse, we had video earlier this morning, just whinnying. They look devastated, they look stressed, and they certainly are. But in a few minutes, they're going to be in a trailer and moved to high grounds. And we also have volunteers that have shown up after our plea for help earlier this morning. People have shown up with sump pumps and are pumping the water out of the area. So we've seen the community once again respond with incredible speed and huge hearts, answering the needs to the people here. So we have some pumps that are going, and right now they're getting this down because they're going to be rescuing the horses out of this area. The barn, as you saw earlier, just completely soaked. No way for the horses to be in there. It can lead to all sorts of health issues. And this will be the trailer they'll be taking them away in and trying to give them some kind of a dry rescue for a short bit of time here. Yeah. And so we're going to find out. So now how will you actually go about doing this? What are you going to do here? How do you rescue them?
Well,
just catch them with the...
Yeah, we'll just put a halter on them and bring them out and put them into the trailer, and he'll take them out to his ranch. They'll probably eagerly get out of the water.
Yeah, you got to imagine they'll be glad to get out of this. How's your wife doing?
She's very sick right now.
I know she's just heartbroken. She's been out in the water and dealing with this all night. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. And just look at the aftermath. After we get rid of the water, the cleanup is going to be horrendous. I'm more concerned about my wife because she became very sick. Probably the cold, the water,
the stress,
water in the boots, the stress. So she's not doing real well right now, but she's kind of curled up on the couch. Let me see if they need
you. Let's get out here and see what's going on with the horses. So this is the actual rescue. Guy Adams is out now. They've got halters, and they're getting to the horses. They're going to be taking the horses in. And the horses are just like Ed said, the horses are eager. Here they come. So the horses are eager to get out of this situation. I'm going to back over a little bit so that I'm not interfering with the horses coming through. And two beautiful horses here. Both of them just incredibly stressed. Now being rescued. I can hear you can hear the donkey back here calling to the two horses. I think the donkey is very stressed at being left behind right now. The donkey very vocal now. There go the horses into the trailer, and they will be rescued and taken to dry land. So they're just setting them up right now. So that is at least two animals that they won't have to worry about, that will be taken care of. And I'm not quite sure. I'll find out more about the situation with the donkey. We know there are a lot of others that are being affected by this as well. But you can see just how pervasive the flooding is and going just a little bit everywhere and lapping up to the doors in some places of the houses. Other houses, the water is in of the houses. And folks in the middle of the night have been scrambling, trying to deal with all this, and people have been answering the call for help. We've got the pumps that are running in the front, and we've got what's going on right now, and that's with Guy Adams coming out with Heart of the Horse Therapy Ranch and rescuing the horses. And now they're going back. I think they may be going to try to get the, I think they may be trying to get the donkey. Are you guys going to try to get the donkey?
Donkey and another horse.
Oh, great. They're going to get a donkey and another horse. So that is fantastic. You heard the donkey was very upset when the horses left. It's like, don't leave me out. I don't want to be in this water. So that is wonderful. They'll be able to get them all in the trailer, which is quite a relief. And I'm sure they're going to be feeling that as well.
Yeah, smaller than the white one.
So they're just measuring the size of the horses right now to find out how large they are and then what will happen from that. And again, this is all canal water, rainwater mixed together, not having any place to go. A lot of construction being done in the area, and that kind of blocked off where the water could run, and the water ended up trapped. And this neighborhood became a giant pond, essentially, as that water was gushing through. We do have pumps going now, which is great news. So we're going to follow them and see what's happening here as they go to rescue. We have one more horse to rescue. We also have a donkey that needs to be rescued from the situation here with all the flooding. But a huge response from the community in this situation. Very impressed by that. Very heartened by that. This is the other horse. And the little donkey, you can see. And here goes this guy trying to talk to him calmly to get him in. They're wanting to get out of the horses are wanting to get out of the water. And are being rescued right now. He's taking his time with him and being cautious, which is a good thing. There we go. He's got quite a way with animals, even in this stressful situation. It's almost like the horses know they're going to be taking it somewhere where it's a little bit safer, and they're not having to deal with the stress of this. If you ever do anything with horses, you know they can be spooked quite easily, and having their homes flooded, well, that would spook anyone, whether you're a horse or not. So now we're going to try to slow down the little donkey here and rescue the donkey as well. There we go. This is looking like it's going to go well. See if we can listen in a little bit to the procedures that are doing this. The donkey got a little bit spooked. The good news is it does appear the water is going down some. The water is not quite as high as it was, and it is cold, but there's still going to be quite a bit of work left to do after this is done. So they're getting the harness on the little donkey right now, and this will complete the rescue of the big animals, which is what Carolyn was so concerned with, understandably, earlier. The people working very hard to keep the animals as calm as possible under this situation. We have 2 horses are in the trailer right now, and we're getting 2 more. And if you glance out in the direction of the bright lights, you can see that's where they've got extra sump pumps now going. That's where we came in at. Sump pumps are going there, pulling out some of the water. They're also going at the other end, closer to the canal. Here we go with the horses. The horse and the donkey are being rescued right now, being led to the trail. Oh my goodness, a misstep. There we go. They're both being rescued. Ed, what's the horse's name?
That's Dory.
Dory. And the donkey?
Jenny.
Jenny. What about the two horses that are already in?
The white one is Keeper, and the brown one is Gin Rummy.
Oh, that's good. It's got to make you feel good knowing they're being taken out of the water.
Yes, definitely. Where they can get warmed up, get some good dry feed, because all of our feed is soaked right now.
Yeah.
So get them safe, get the water out, and we can start dealing with the mess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. And that is the situation here right now. The donkey, the horse are being rescued. They're being put into the trailer. And this after a plea we had early this morning, 5 o'clock hour. So we're seeing some good news there. There's still a lot of more work to go. We're going to keep you updated on everything that's happening. Kim and Kopi, back to you.
All right, Jim,
Thanks, Jim.
thank you very much. So glad to see the rescue of those animals, because we knew the homeowners were so, you could see how high the water was, and when you could hear how loud the donkey was.
It was like, don't forget me. You know,
right.
you could sense in his the sound he was making. It was coming from inside.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. What a great rescue so far, and we'll be
see how high
the
the water was?
Yeah.
They were just walking around, and actually she had taken them to an area where she at first thought might have been a teeny bit higher ground, or she was trying to, but then that ended up being flooded with water, because the water was coming in so quickly overnight because of the canal being blocked here just on Locan, south of Ashland there. And you know,
with the help of others that have come over there with their sump pumps, you know, and they're different size sump pumps.
And CAL FIRE is there too.
Absolutely.
Thank goodness. More pumps are needed for sure, because you see how widespread the flooding is, and you can see now, you know, another big concern, and a very costly concern, is the feed. Okay, so some of the birds were in their coops, and they've also been taken out, right? And you see, thank goodness, well, some of the hay, the higher bales are dry, but everything lower, you know, is ruined,
gone,
and
that's
so
very
much
expensive. Feed is very expensive.
It is.
So hopefully the community will rally around these folks, and maybe others in the neighborhood that are having problems, to help them out today, and do what you can to help those folks.
That's right. And we have a number, and you can stay tuned with this number. This is the calling the owner directly. They said it was okay that we share their number with you if there is a way that you can come and help them. But we also, on our website and through social media, are sharing contact info as well as lists of what is needed, and we'll continue to update that for you should you have the ability and access to help them.
And why did you do this? Why are you doing this?
You know what? You got to have a heart for people and animals. And the Central Valley, if I'm going to be part of it, I need to be part of what it is. And that's a great big beating heart of California, and just help people every time they need help. You know, people help us all the time, and that's how we help our kids that we work with.
People responding and bringing in sump pumps. That was our mantra this morning. Here we have Fresno Irrigation District showing up, so that's a good sign. And you can see the large blue hoses here that are going full bore now. They are working as hard as they can to get that water off of the area, and it is flowing out in the streets here now. They've got a huge pump now that's going up here, and that is should make a big difference. Still a lot to go, or this isn't going yet. It's about to be going in a little bit. But I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new pumps have been added since we started asking for pumps this morning. So that should be making a difference. Once the water's down, then it's a matter of assessing what is going on and how much has been ruined and what needs to be done to fix it. as we head forward. You can see the water going down some, just a little bit, but it has caved in places because the ground is just so saturated. You can see where the ground has just given away and completely caved in. We were calling earlier for sump pumps. That's what we needed. And you can see the sump pumps that are out here, and just take a look at the water that's being pumped out. So that's where it's coming out at. You can see it gushing out almost like a fire hose, and this is all water. This has been going now for almost an hour.
We have been following this story since we first went live on the air at 5 o'clock this morning. The flooding started just before that, in fact, and all in an area already dealing with a major construction project. As you just saw, the big animals are now safe, but there's a lot of damage to deal with. Several homes in this area and their property is all flooded.
Jim De La Vega is live on Locan Avenue. That's just south of Ashland. Jim, what does it look like right now?
Well, Kim and Kelby, here's what we're seeing now. You'll notice the big mouth of pump here. This is about an 8-inch pipe. They're moving it to lower lying areas, trying to pull in as much water as they can. You can see there's still a great deal of water out here from early this morning. We're going to give you a tour of what's going on, talk to some of the experts, and find out exactly what is happening, what has to happen going forward with this situation. We're trying to get as much of that water down as is possible, and so you can see what's going on. Ed, we're live right now. Any update on it? How's it looking for you?
Well, I've been assured by the irrigation district and also by Karen Johnston that it's going to be taken care of.
Good.
So get the water out of here. Whatever labor is needed to get everything back to normal, they'll take care of. Any losses, they'll take care of. So
that is wonderful, and that is wonderful. And give our best to your wife. She's in our thoughts. You are as well. We're talking to an expert here now. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on? Can you explain the technical aspect of this?
Yes, sir. What happens is the pumps get primed. These generators are running wheel pumps. They suck it up much like your vacuum cleaner does. It goes through the pump system, through the weir of the pump, and then pumps through the other piping going across the street. Some of it is going to carry down into the normal flood control, and a large part is being condensed into a larger pipe and pumped into the outflow of the canal on the other side of the problem area.
Any guesstimate about the number of pumps going?
Oh, there's got to be 15 pumps at least going out here, plus the major ones that are in the canal that are taking care. It just got overwhelmed. The system got flat overwhelmed.
Right. All right, thank you, sir. We appreciate that. And a lot of people out here, they've been working all morning long. We've seen more and more people coming, people who are saying, hey, what can I do to help? Neighbors coming out saying, do you have food? Do you have breakfast? Although the people I've talked to, nobody's had time to stop and eat. We're talking about some more of the pumps. This is another one of the big pumps that they're using. Again, they've propped it up with a ladder now so they can get it over the fence so they can suck in that water. And it's all because everything downslips. So you'll notice how it's a little drier up here now. Well, it's drier up here now because it did look exactly like the ranch looked earlier. And the water is draining this way. Now they're using the pumps, trying to get it up even further. We're going to go over to the actual canal itself and take a look at what's going on in that direction and see what the situation is. You can see all the way down the street, people are working, trying to get the area cleaned up, trying to mitigate the damage that's been done here. And quite a bit of water having to be moved this morning, and a lot of people are on hand trying to move the water as well. So the canal is in this area, and you see by the video what it was looking like earlier this morning. And we had that ticking clock of trying to save the horses, get them taken out. And luckily, Guy Adams from Heart of the Horse came through and just responded right on tap and got the horses out, and they are being taken care of right now. They'll be in dry area, and they will be staying there for a week or two, whatever's needed. So this is the the canal that we were talking about that flooded. You notice they've got big pumps up there, and that's where the water comes in. But this area is also a construction zone, and something happened, and the water couldn't go forward. They say the canal was dry when somebody last saw it last night. Obviously, it did not stay dry. The net result is the water that was being pushed into the canal went no further. Instead, it went sideways into people's homes. And we talked to Jason. His family were the first hit. 3:30 this morning, they wake up and there is water to their knees inside their house, much like it is at the ranch, but also inside the home as well. Something else to add to the mix. Look at the little dots. It is raining. And we didn't have it scheduled for today, but we're starting to see showers, light showers in the area. So all of this where the water has been sucked out, we're starting to see drops of rain working its way back down. Hopefully not as much as being taken out. It doesn't look like it's particularly hard right now, but it is one more thing being added to the mix.
And we have an update now to those 3 horses and the donkey that were rescued from that flooded ranch in Clovis. Guy Adams, as Jim was telling us, with the heart of the horse therapy. And boy, what a big heart he has.
Boy, you got that right.
He heard about the horses needing help this morning.
Now, he showed up with the trailer just after 5 this morning to help. He took the horses and the donkey back to his ranch as cleanup efforts and draining continue on the property on Locan. He just sent us a new video and now take a look at this.
Yeah, they're Jim, Kopi, Kim, whoever else will listen, they're doing fine here now. All right. Thank you guys for trusting and calling Heart of the Horse Therapy Ranch.